Welcome. Let's talk about Gulder Ultimate Search. Yesterday's episode, which is episode 5, and today's episode, which should be episode 6, if I am remembering correctly. Yeah. So I couldn't do the review yesterday because, things happened. I couldn't do it. So from yesterday, I'm just going to summarize what happened yesterday. Then I'm going to talk about what happened today. I don't want the video to be too long because for some reason I've not been enjoying the Gulder Ultimate Search like that. Even yesterday's one, I didn't enjoy it that much. That was why I was like, okay, maybe I'm not even going to review Gulder Ultimate Search. Then when Omoya left, I was like, oh, I want to talk about this guy, but then I didn't have time to even do it. But today I kind of see that, okay, it's giving me, like you don't know who is gonna go, anybody can go. So in a way, I feel like, okay, the show can pick up like that because people might like the fact that they don't know who is going to go on. It's kind of like all those movies action movies where you watch, you don't know who's going to die. The main character can die, anybody can die. Because like today when it was like, Gerard is the strongest opposition, and all of a sudden, to the left, lone walker. Gerard was on his way out. Like literally, he was gone. Okay, so let me talk about yesterday. The real issue was the whole communication, lack of communication. Like, it is common sense, but I know common sense is not that common. That if you're gonna lift someone up, you carry this person that's the lightest, so that the people that have more weight can carry the person for longer, in case you guys need to carry the person for longer on the wheelbarrow. But obviously communication was not there. And then when they went to the place of the talking drums and all those things were showed there for them to write, the moment Omoya actually read his, I knew that he didn't read it, because he read the first 3 that was there, and then you can see him think. When someone thinks, there's where their eye go, so you know that he was thinking. He was not just reading from the sheet of paper. You can clearly see that. That's number one. But then one thing I want to talk about when it comes to that guy, they asked him why he did not write complete. Say, oh, the pen did not start. Let me tell you, that guy is a proper representation of majority of Nigerians, because they do not see anything that they do as a reason why they are not succeeding in life. It's always something to blame, every other thing except themselves. The first time, I remember the first episode, this guy, not the first, I remember the first, the first time when they had to get sandals and all that. He forgot his sandal at the place. One of the ladies were telling that they saw the sandals where they took their bag. This guy said someone must have taken it to sabotage him, but he was the one that forgot it too. At first he couldn't find his bag, then he found his backpack, then it was not the sandals. But instead of him to go back, he was so sure that someone was trying to sabotage him. Just the way many people in Nigeria are so sure that it's the village people. Village people don't even, like, literally, some people, what do the village people even want with you? That's where I'm coming from. Like, the way you're living your life, like, there's nothing they can even do. You're already sabotaging yourself, so there's nothing for them to even sabotage, because he's already gone. But it's that whole village people. So his own is like, oh, someone must be doing me something. Now it is the pen. Oh, guy, you did not just write fast enough. That is fine. Not everybody can write fast enough. You don't write fast enough, it's fine. And 10 seconds to write is 10 seconds is like, and it's gone. So he did, he tried to write 3. But things like that. Anyway, so let me talk about today's one. So today they were asking who was the opposition. Everybody was saying stronger, Gerard. Anyway, Gerard now was also gone. But during the whole task thing, I think the Iroko, which was the red team, the reason why they lost was because they had two set of people. They were the ones running to get it there and running back. Other teams were having other people hold their thing. The moment these people are coming back, the other people are running to go and get it. So if they've done it that way, because at first they were leading, but then the moment the other people got their stuff and started, because once they did it like it was relay. I saw the other team doing like it was relay. Once one person carried their stuff and is going, as the person just that they're running by, the other people are running to come and put the other stuff. So I think that was what helped them. Although the other people were fast, they did it, but then they're going to lose over when they're losing time, and you need time because there's puzzles to solve, and whenever there's puzzle, they need time. Okay, so then the whole what's his name, Mika has always been the one that is always like this, to be honest. And now you will learn that his anger can cause him. I know he's not going to sleep tonight. I know Gerard is not going to sleep somehow, because he's going to think, oh, I could have listened. I should have, the way that little things, the fact that you rush can be the reason why you're gone. The fact that you sat down without being asked to sit. They are teaching them a lot of things in the process. You have to listen, just as Toke said, you have to listen. You have to, you know, any little thing could be your saving grace or your detriment, you know what I mean, or it could be to your detriment. So you need to listen. You know what I mean? So that was really, really good for them, I would say. And it's a good thing, but oh wow. I feel like there are some things that the show is missing, honestly. Okay, so let me talk about what has happened. So Mika had a fight with Tima. And then in his fight with Tima, he said he was going to deal with her both in the show and outside the show. So he threatened her. So because of that, they sent him home. And because why he took her shoe and she said it was her shoe, she called him guy. What is wrong with calling him guy? Like he wanted to call her Ogasa. Is that what he wanted? You see, sometimes this all respect. Hey, this respect me. Yeah. See, it could cost you. Like the girl call you guy, so you can't get back now. See me see trouble. Oh. That was it. So I feel like he's not gonna sleep. He's gonna be thinking like, if I had known, if I had done it like this, if I had not done it like this, you know what I mean? He's going to, because I can just imagine myself. If it's me, I will not sleep for weeks because I would think about it over and over again. And then with the Gerald guy, he's gonna think, oh, if I had just stood up, if I had just all those kind of things, I feel like it's gonna be, it's a lot. Like the way, I don't know, going home, it's a lot. I do feel like there are a lot of things that need to change on the show. Okay, so Gerald, Mika was the first person that went. His own, it was his anger that sent him home. And then Gerald, obviously, his team lost. That was why he went home. But for me, and Iroko has never really done bad. This was their first time doing bad, actually. They've always won. They've won the other two. Yeah, they've always won. So, I was doing the last one. I don't know, but they've not done bad anyway. So, for me, I feel like the show needs a revamp on the character. 1 hour is enough. I know it looks like 1 hour is not enough. No, 1 hour is enough, but they need to pack more things inside. Yes, the task is good for us to see the task, but then we need to see their character. They have 24 hours to film. They have a whole week to film. Sorry, not even 24 hours. So they have a whole week to film 2 hours. So why I did not fight? I did not like every content. We need to see people that are close together. We need to even see relationships. You know what I mean? They need to have relationships. They need to do things. They need to make them do things at night so that they all sit down together. They need to even give them palm wine sometimes for them to drink so that they are, you know what I mean? They need to do things so that we can, because people have to form an attachment with the characters. Because at this moment, like, I don't really know any of them like that. Like, I know Mika was one of the person that is always in our face. That's one person I actually know, and Namoya. Those people now are gone. So we need, content. We need people that add drama. They need to go and watch American The Challenge. I'm not saying that they should copy The Challenge, but they need to, like, bring a little bit of those elements so that you get stuck with the characters. You like somebody. Because if people are rooting for someone, then that way it gets them to watch just because they want to see that person. But right now, we're not rooting for anybody. The best way they have to do this is to create stars from it. And now they're not creating stars from it. Like, all these people will go, they will not even have not even one new subscriber. I don't see, like, I don't watch and say, let me go and follow this person on Instagram or follow this person on Twitter. I don't feel like it. I don't even know their names. You know what I mean? Like, I have to even be writing their names. Like Mika, they call me Mika, but when they show the this thing is fun SCN, I even had to write. I said, why they call me a different name? You know what I mean? Something like that. So yeah, we need to do better. And even their name, the name they call him Mika, then Mika should be what they write there. If they call her Tima, instead of S Tima that they write, they should just write Tima there. You know what I mean? They need to do better on the show. The show is lacking. I'm not gonna lie. It is really lacking. They need to pick up. The videoing looks kind of like ancient in a way. I don't understand the filming, everything. They need to, the quality of the video. They need to do better. I know they want to make it look like, no, they look like whatever, the forest, but let the video quality look better. So there's a lot of things they need to do to spice up the show. I don't know if this one is finished already, but they done all the things. So let's say the next one, they need to do a lot more better. They need to make people form teams. They need to even start making the people decide who wants to go, who should go. Then they need to do who the people decide to go and who has the last answer. Then both of them now would now fight for survival, something like that. So people will know that they need to have social skills and all of that. And there's so many things that is missing, I would say, that they need to do, that is missing. They need to do that. Like, you see the way, like, the challenge where they fight, they'll give them a task whereby they will compete, like literally compete for who would. They need to do that where the group decide who would go, and then they do that whole thing that they do in this, and then the person, those two people will fight it out. They need to look for things like that to give us ginger. they need to go and watch American the Challenge and see how they can put some things from the challenge and then the Gulder Ultimate Search things that are already originally there, so that to pick our interest. That's what I think. So please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you next weekend. I was not going to review anymore, honestly, because I didn't really enjoy last one, but I think it's picking up a bit, so I'll see how it goes. Bye bye.